Matt's saying it sounds like the car's gonna be moving pretty good because she's fucking loud and beastly.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fucking move.
So happy. So happy. You know? It's been so long. It's been so long. Oh, finally got the car back. Today's the day. She's going down to the tuner. Just waiting for the cavalry to show up with the cargo trailer. And off we go. Matt's super excited because he just can't wait. He can't wait to have his car blown out of the water by this monster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. Got the father-in-law doing all the hard work. Like, I'm gonna have to go into greater detail at some point. The amount of work that's been done on this engine is crazy. So many hours went into wiring the aim dash and basically rewired the whole car. Man, the front mount intake system, the Borg Warner, massive turbo. Like, everything is set up to be like 100%. We went the extra mile with like the safety features as well. A lot of sensors in here. The engine itself is capable of up to 1,000 horsepower. Now, we are going to set it up at between 650 700 for now. I want to upgrade the girdle just in case, you know, I want to protect myself from block crack. I know it's not too common on these blocks, but it's still possible. So upgrade that and gets rid of that whole nightmare. And then the other thing, it's still an OEM gearbox. So we're going to upgrade to a sequential, probably this winter, and then we can boost it up to whatever we want. I mean, everything else is done. Like, legitimately, everything else is capable of high boost, high horsepower, good to go. So what I have to do is they did a little bit of a dyno break-in when they first started the car. I'm gonna put another 1000K on it. They tuned it as best they kind of can for now. So I'm gonna put the 1000K on. I'm gonna take it back, and then they do a final tune. So they're gonna do an E85 tune. And oh man, the mint thing about this system is this system will regulate the boost for me, depending on how much ethanol is in my gas, and the computer and everything is just going to do that on its own. So like the flex fuel drive-by-wire kind of thing, it just does its own thing, which is super sweet. And again, just another safety feature. I can't overboost if there's not enough ethanol in the system, that kind of thing. It's just fantastic. So again, all this it cost a lot of money, and I mean it's been years in the making. So yeah, I actually, the tuner's words alone were, it must be nice not to be bringing wheelbarrows of cash in, dumping it, and then just coming back another day. But so worth it. And I did as much as I pretty well could. I mean, I could have dropped the engine back in and hooked some things up, but you know, I'm not a professional, so I wanted this done professionally, and this looks good. I mean, everything. I mean, from the block, the pistons in there, the entire head, the port job they did, right up to as simple as the oil catch can. Like, Radium builds a really nice catch can system, and just everything looks really good. Super happy. So what we'll do, I'll do a cold start. It's lopey right now because it's still being broken in, and then there's got to be a final tune done, and then I will be taking it for a drive, but one of the issues I'm having, eliminated Hicus in the making of the new Skyline. So I threw the Driftworks eliminator kit in. Since then, I've had no power steering, and I'm not a Hicus pro, but I tried hooking the vacuum back up to the power steering to see if that would make any difference, because that was eliminated. Made no difference. So I'm going to take the power steering pump off, and take the back of the power steering pump off, and take the vanes out, put it back together, and then see if that helps. If not, I can only guess it's an electronic issue. And again, I've read things where people are jumping pins and putting DC converters on and all this stuff. So I'll try this first, and then, I mean, it's a pretty simple little scenario there, but do that first. But let's get a cold start on this this beast here. So the dash, I'm a big fan of the dash. Let's see her go. So as you can see, we're at an 18-degree coolant temp. I think he said it's, the tuner said it's basically been tuned to a 19 degrees, so the colder it gets, the harder it is for the car to start. But let's see how she starts at 18. Yeah, so generally for the first 10 seconds it has a hard time leveling itself out, but it does just fine after that. The other thing that I'm not a fan of that might go away, apparently, the new clutch squeals as you're coming off the clutch and when I'm starting the car, as you can tell. But I guess with time that'll go away, I guess after breaking in possibly. So hopefully that's the case. But yeah, let's every time I rev this thing up or drive past my work van, it sets the alarm off. Anyway, super happy to have this thing back. Like, I don't know, still seems surreal because I had to wait for so long, but everything they did is, well, so far, everything they've done is 100% just, everything works great. Can't complain about anything other than the power steering, but that's not their fault. Yeah, man. I'm trying to remember which clutch I put in because it's been so long. I started with the Exity, like we brought the Exity in, but it ended up being a pull instead of push. So we went with, oh my god, I think clutch is even in the name, and I just can't remember it right now. But it's a stiff clutch, like a good stiff. It doesn't, the car doesn't like to idle slowly, that's for sure. It doesn't like to be feathered. It's either go or don't go. But nice clutch, and yeah, the more we break this thing in, the more trips I take, you know, the more I'm gonna learn the car, and you know, okay. The other thing I should mention is when they did the dyno little engine break-in, they set, so PSI boost PSI was at 12, and they dynoed this thing. I think he said they got up to about 6,300 RPM at 12 PSI, and it spit out 500 horsepower. So that's a lot for 12 PSI. So once we boost this thing up to 20, 22, 24, I mean, it's gonna have no issues. And again, I'm hoping that we can set it between 650, 700. That was kind of my goal. And then once we get those parts I want, girdle, sequential, then, I mean, realistically, I don't need a car on the street that's any more than 800 horsepower. I don't need a car on the street that's 650 horsepower, but something that's manageable. I'd love to cruise around with an 800 wheel horsepower car. I'm okay with that. But like I said, I got some time. I got to do some breaking in. I got to replenish the bank account, and then we'll go purchase these things that I need, and we'll move on. But you guys will be along for the ride anyway, so let's get going. so I'm down at the tuning shop now. I got the 1000K on the car that I needed to get on there to break it in so that they could get the tune going. You can hear it now. So he's gonna go do some pulls for me. Gonna see what kind of horsepower we're spitting out. Yeah! Matt's saying it sounds like the car's gonna be moving pretty good because she's fucking loud and beastly.
Yeah, I think he's gonna fucking move.
So, okay, so our last pull was 686 horsepower, 547 torque. We're going for over 700. This is on E85, so we'll see what happens here. Talking about, man. Fucking right. How'd it feel, Matt?
It was pretty crazy.
Third gear? Third gear pull? Holy fuck. Like, dude, that's like fucking. Oh, wow. Shit. And fourth gear just got up and went after that.
Holy.
Wow. I tensed up a bit on that one.
Yeah, that one was like fucking.
Oh, shit.
Holy fuck.
Woo!
Definitely, yeah, 713 wheel horse.
So, yeah, this thing's nuts. So that's technically E62, I think. 62% ethanol right now. So it's not even actually, so if it was full, like, even if you got it up to E80, it'd be even raunchier than that. But what's nice about this system is it's got 5 different boost levels that I can work with. So let's tuner sent me the boost level. So the lowest stage wheel horsepower, we're at 502, and it just goes up in increments from there: 535, 585, 625, and then 713. So, you know, however you feel like driving that day. But man, so yeah, we put it up to numero cinco, and I mean, she wants to get bent in fourth. Like, the thing's nuts. But the Nitos, man, I gotta say, you were right about the Nitos. I hadn't tested them. I've had them on the car for like almost 2 years without even driving the car. Those are some good tires. But getting the wheel alignment done in the next 2 days, and then still got to figure out this power steering issue. And aside from that, I think it's all good to go. And then it's just those couple little parts I want to get, and this thing is done. But man, oh, and I gotta fix this. This is rook roll right here, and that's only happened since going to the tuning shop. But re-silicone. But yeah, super happy. Lots of time and money spent, but so worth it. I mean, fuck. Fourth gear was like, I mean, I've never been in a car that's been that crazy. So, yeah.
It was pretty raunchy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, but anyway, I'm going to sign off on this. Finally getting this back, and it's just been a journey and a half for sure. So one thing that you'll need to do is subscribe, for one, and like the video. Not hard, couple button presses, click, clack, you done it. You know, you subscribe and you like it. All right. Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even at the tail end of that power band.
No.
That was crazy.